welcome to another TenTastic video. Today we want to talk about the 10 most active played video games in the world. I guess you might know some of these titles. So sit back and enjoy the show. And don't play on your cell phone while watching. We start with the second part of the saga from the hands of Rockstar Games. I guess most of you will know this title, Red Dead Redemption 2. An open-world action-adventure video game with first and third-person shooter, which is also played in multiplayer mode. It was released in October 2018 for Xbox One and PlayStation and in November 2019 for PC. In the game, you spend a lot of time riding a horse from A to B, which also makes it one of the best horse games for PC. It has achieved over 31 million copies sold worldwide on all the platforms on which it is available. To reward its great success, the company offered its players and subscribers various gifts for a limited time. And we continue with our 9th place, where we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for you. There are countless variations and games of Mario. But this is the part that made it into our ranking. With new characters and unreleased tracks, this is a family multiplayer video game. It was launched at the end of April 2017 and has managed to surpass 31 million sales worldwide this year, making it the best-selling part of the entire franchise, surpassing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate by 61%. This latest version is only compatible with the Nintendo Switch and Wii U. Let's go on directly with rank 8. Here stands a classic game. FIFA. This soccer simulation video game was launched in its first edition in 1993, and is part of the official FIFA saga with a new annual version. This is released every year under the EA Sports label and has achieved the triumph of being the best-selling physical game of 2019. It has more than 30 million unique players in the world. The place it is most played is in Northern and Western Europe and is mainly played by people who have an average age between 20 and 25 years. With this video game you'll be able to enjoy the most important leagues, clubs and players in the world, since it is incredibly realistic and detailed. Let's jump right to 7th place. Oh man, I have to admit, I played this game for hours myself. I also believe that this game has taken entire generations with it. And here we have none other than Minecraft. This game, so popular among the young audience and belonging to the company Mojang Ab, was launched in May 2009 and in November 2011 the full version, as we know it, saw the light of day. Although it is especially popular among children, the average player is about 24 years old and at the moment it has more than 112 million active players. It belongs to the Open World Guild and this construction video game is available for PC, both Android and iOS, but also for Xbox, PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. Minecraft is a multi-platform game with a game system that consists in building anything you imagine with unlimited resources, with total freedom in playing and can be played in different modes such as survival, extreme, creative, spectator, adventure, and custom. Hello, place number 6. Animal Crossing: New Horizon. In June 2021, the Japan Game Awards took place and the success of this game was once again shown by winning several awards. One of the most anticipated games of the year by fans and non-fans, developed and published by Nintendo for Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch Lite, released on March 20th in its 9th version. It also made it to the best Nintendo Switch games. According to the Nintendo company itself, the game has sold more than 22 million copies so far, but it is also the most successful game due to its release date and was crowned the best-selling game on Nintendo Switch. The highest percentage of players is leaning between 20 and 30 years old, almost without a trend towards female players. This game, with social simulation and aesthetics that work for all audiences, consists in creating your character's life in real time, starting from the point where you arrive on an island that initially has only a town hall and fruit trees. And in 5th place we have Fall Guys. A rather new game on the ranking. Fall Guys: Ultimate Knockout is the perfect trending game that is equal parts fun and teasing. The game, which is available for free to PlayStation Plus users but also has a PC version, only came out of the oven on August 4, 2020, and has already racked up more than 10 million downloads, with about 8 million on the PS version and 2 million on Steam. In the first week of its life, Fall Guys reached 60 million users. As fast as it's fun, it consists in gathering up to 60 people online, in which you'll compete against 59 participants in the craziest games, in which you'll have to make your way, avoid obstacles, and even hold a rival to be the last survivor and win the crown. I bet everyone has heard our number 4 at least once. The hype was enormous among young people. Here I'm talking about Fortnite. This video game for the PC was released in 2017 by the company Epic Games and has two types of game modes, but they share gameplay as well as mechanics. The Fortnite Battle Royale, free game in which up to 100 players fight on an island, in rooms that are temporarily reduced by the lurking storm and thus the last to make it and thus win. And Fortnite, Save the World, a cooperative game in which up to 4 players fight against cadavers, creatures that resemble zombies, using various items and kills. 60% of the players of this video game are 12 years old or younger, when it is recommended from that age, and 53% of its users are between 10 and 25 years old. It currently has a total of 350 million registered players, with the number of registered players increasing to 1 million in August 2017. Number 3 is a true classic and a free MOBA. League of Legends, also better known by its abbreviated name LoL, is a streaming strategy game that, despite being almost 11 years since its release, has aged like best. Apart from being currently one of the most played video games worldwide, it has a variety of events and tournaments, such as the most visualized and consumed, the World Cups, usually held every September and October, earning millions of dollars. It currently has more than 80 million active players and its dynamic is to play in teams, with up to 140 champions, like characters, to choose from, in which 2 teams of 5 champions each compete to see who destroys the other's base first. Already number 2. How fast time flies. Here we have, Among Us. Probably one of the most successful games, although it was released in 2018 by the studio Innersloth, it exploded just a few months ago. And in such an exaggerated way that it has reached 60 million daily players and 85 million downloads, counting only mobile downloads of the latter, of which almost 69.8%, or about 60.4 million, come from Android and a little more than 30%, or about 26 million, from an Apple device. This means that in the last month and a half, the game has reached 70% of the total downloads since its release 2 years ago. The development of the second part was recently stopped in order to continue working on the improvements of the current part. Here we have place number 1 for you. This is a classic game. I think everyone has heard of this game series and has played it before. We are talking about none other than Grand Theft Auto 5, also known as GTA. The open-world action-adventure game, developed by Rockstar North in 2013, is the 5th part of the saga and one of the most popular and most played video games. It became the most expensive game title in history, costing a whopping $265 million, although it later recouped this, grossing more than $800 million and 11 million copies in the first 24 hours of release. It also ranks as one of the best open-world games for the PC. With more than 325 million copies sold at the Grand Theft Auto saga, 40% of the total belong only to the 5th part, and although it is 18 years, this is a game that more than 50% of players started with an age between 8 and 12 years. The video game consists of playing cooperatively and individually to complete a series of missions that take place in Los Santos, a fictional city that simulates Los Angeles. And that's it this time already with our TenTastic video. Which of the games do you know? Which game did you miss? Feel free to write it in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate a like. Subscribe to the channel for more TenTastic videos and click the bell to not miss anything. We say thanks for watching, see you next time.